and my brain just isn't resting, then I will turn on my little nightstand light. I will pull out that journal and I will just write down every thought that's preventing me from falling asleep. And once those thoughts are out, then I can clear the mental desk of my brain and then proceed to a restful sleep. But again, you need to find the practices that work best for you. So before we dive into the specific NLI recommendations, let's go over why it's so important in the first place. Sleep is perhaps the most overlooked and undervalued when we are exhausted and mental capacities start to fade. We often get pushed into that hustle and grind mentality where we're like, we have to stay up in order to finish this. But sleep deprivation is considered to be even more dangerous than a lack of food. And sleep has been found to be essential for homeostatic restoration, temperature regulation, tissue repair, immunity, memory processing, and even emotion regulation. We all know how cranky we can get when we're tired. For writers in particular, it is necessary to solidify in those neural connections that we talked about with physical time, because there are so many details that we need to keep track of as we are writing our books, whether it's fiction or nonfiction. And we need to remember names, places, facts, statistics, personalities, anecdotes, past, present, future events. There's a lot to keep track of. And the brain needs space and time to process that information and organize that information effectively. When we are sleeping, our brains solidify those neural connections for the information that is important for us to keep. And it also dumps all of that information that it deems unnecessary. So that's why it is important for us to give our brains time and space to sleep when we are learning information, trying to retrieve information, solidifying those neural connections. They are reactivated during sleep. And so we need to make sure that we give our brains the time and space to do the process that it does best. This way you won't spend as much time looking up the same information over and over again. Like, what was that character's mother's name? Or what year did Pluto lose its planethood? And what is the average age of an Instagram user? All of that information can be stored in the brain efficiently and effectively if you give it BDNF from physical time to form those neural connections in the first place, and then follow it up with a nice sleep session to solidify those new neural connections that have been made.